What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Monday edition of my NBA DFS podcast. It's a new month. Let's start things off right with February. There's already a good amount of value tonight. There's a lot of games on tonight's main slate, but there's also a couple of questionable guys we got to keep an eye on. Guys like Devin Booker, and D'Angelo Russell could really open up some things in terms of value on the Suns and the Timberwolves. So just keep an eye out on that. Things can always change. We're also waiting on to see if Terry Rozier is playing. That could open up some nice opportunities for the Hornets if he's out. LaMelo Ball could be an easy play if Rozier's out. But moving right into things here, guys, like the video, make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate it. At point guard tonight, let's look at Anthony Simmons, 3,500 minimum price. Ever since CJ McCollum has gone out of the lineup, he's been really stepping in off the bench, and he's a guy that really no one talks about. Since McCollum was hurt on the 24th, he's seen 23 29, 28, and 27 minutes. He's a minimum price. He only needs 17 or 18 fantasy points to reach value. He only got 12 last game. But before that, he had hit value in every game, and he's seeing the minutes. That's very promising. He comes off the bench and plays a lot of this game, so not necessarily a must-play, but at minimum price, he can really open up some salary for the rest of your lineup if you need to save some money at point guard. I do like Simmons. We'll see how things develop later into lock, but right now in the late afternoon, I do like Simmons at minimum price. Shooting guard, Devante Graham, not necessarily a must-play, but if Terry Rozier is out, I think you really have to fire out Graham, LaMelo Ball, and even Gordon Hayward. You could do a three-guy stack if Terry Rozier's out. They should be able to stay in this game against the Heat. Even if Rozier plays, Graham is a solid starter for the Hornets. He's only 5,500. He needs like 27 fantasy points to reach value. He had a bad game last game, but he plays mid-30s in minutes every single game. And if you look before that bad game, he is as consistent as it gets. The definition of a cash game play. Going to get you high 20s, low 30s fantasy points, which is exactly what he needs for value. So he could be a really strong play. I think he's a must play if Terry Rozier is ruled out later. Small forward, let's look at Will Barton. He's just underpriced here. 4,000 is not enough. He is starting, coming off of a great game against the Jazz. 37 minutes, 33 fantasy points. He needs 20 for value tonight. Big thing here is Gary Harris is out for the Nuggets, so there's going to be more minutes to go around. They're probably going to start Michael Porter at the small forward position and put Will Barton at shooting guard. But either way, Will Barton's a great play at 4,000. There's some extra minutes to go around without Gary Harris in the lineup tonight. Power forward, let's stick with one of the most consistent players we've seen this year, Julius Randle at 8,800. He's got a great matchup against the Chicago Bulls. I think the Knicks are going to pull a win in this game on the road, and he has been, so good. 44 fantasy points per game. He needs about 44 to reach value tonight, and he obviously has that 50-point upside. He's very, very consistent, hardly ever scores in the 30s. He's going to get you over 40 every game. A similar power forward that I can compare him to at this kind of price is Domantas Sabonis. He reminds me, as far as production and consistency goes, he's a lot like of a Sabonis on the Pacers. So you're getting every penny out of Julius Randle when you pay up for him at 8,800. He's been over 9,000 at certain times this year, so he's a great play at power forward as a spend up tonight. Then for center, let's look at Cody Zeller. He has been very good since starting a few games ago. He's been seeing some serious minutes. Since they put Biyombo to the bench, he's seen 29, 25, and 34 minutes. A very impressive game against a tough Milwaukee Bucks team. He got 37.5 fantasy points. Don't expect that again tonight, but he is capable of it. He needs 26 for value tonight. He's got a decent matchup against the Heat. He should see mid-20s in minutes and should get mid-20s in fantasy points. He seems like a fantasy point per minute kind of guy, so a pretty good value play at center in my opinion tonight. that'll sum it up for today's video, guys. Like the video, make sure you're subscribed, and let's cash in tonight. Beginning of a week, beginning of the month. Let's start off on a good note. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off. See ya.